Hi, my name is Alexis Corey. I am an elementary education major, and this is for my EDT 180 class with Professor Lou Allen. I just wanted to start with this project by finding technology that helps students enhance their ability to focus. This technology will also help students pay attention to detail more and help their ability to retain information. As you know, kids don't have that long of attention spans, so that's what I really want to work on. Just so they're not dozing off in class and they're engaged in their academics. I'm interested in new technology that will be of use to kids in elementary school, so I don't have a specific age I want to work with. If I had to choose, it'd be 2nd or 4th grade, but just to help them develop a stronger memorization and their math skills and lengthening their attention spans, like I said before. I plan to research 3 technologies. So the first one is the Vision Kit made by Google. The second one is the Oculus Vision Goggles. And the third one are the Spheros and their little robots. I'll get to that later. But so I don't think this technology, starting with the Vision Kit, will change their learning, but I feel that the Vision Kit will help kindergartners or preschoolers, just because this Vision Kit is a little cardboard box. It looks like it has a camera on the front. I'll put a picture in here later, but it's just, it will help students express their emotion more clearly and accurately. It's just it can, when the student comes in front of the camera, they will show their facial expression, as in happy, sad, bored, like different emotions, and the Vision Kit can recognize this. So it'll help them really be able to show their emotion, which is important in being human. And I think a shortfall of this technology is that it's not able to define and recognize what the objects do or how they work. So if I were to point the camera to, let's say, a book, I think it would be sweet if we implemented something in the app where it showed that the book, like what a book's purpose is for, how do you spell book, how do you use it in a sentence, which will definitely develop their knowledge on different objects. So that would be for the younger kids. And the Vision Kit would also work for older kids if you had them assemble the actual Vision Kit, just because it's a cardboard box and it has a bunch of different mechanics inside of it, and it will help them also learn programming at the same time. Yeah, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is the Oculus Rift goggles. It's a video reality system, and it's great for using it as an incentive in the classroom. I wouldn't necessarily use it for educational purposes, but it could be used for that as well. It's just kind of like being inside of a movie. So there was one that I clicked on, and it was the Anne Frank house. So it showed a few clips while you had the goggles on. It showed a few clips of just like the Hitler's soldiers and the Nazis, and it was like a storytelling slideshow, so that would be educational for them. The only issue I see with that is obtaining so many per classroom, because I know schools do not have big budgets in order to provide every student a pair of goggles. So maybe it would be more of an incentive thing, so they could play around in a video game or experience different cultures. Like the movie Coco is about the Latinx culture, and it introduces different things in the Latin culture, like some Spanish terms that we may not know of, but that are used frequently, like en ofrenda is where people would put their pictures of their loved ones who have passed away in order to remember them and to keep their spirits alive. And there was another clip of 9/11 that we can also use in an educational manner. Some of the shortfalls, like I said before, is that there's also like confusing components to it because it's not very verbal in telling you what exactly to click on or where to go. It's kind of like you're standing in the room and you're like, all right, what do I do now? So if it came with instructions in the videos, that would very much help our students. And my next electronic was the IoT, which was the spheros. And so I was just introduced to the spheres about last week, and with the spheres I found that you can control them with an app. So you can download it onto a computer, a phone, an iPad, anything of your choice with a touch screen. So these spheros are little ball robots, and you can control them to move around any way you'd like. They change colors, their speed depends on what you want out of it. They can also be programmed to move certain ways and in different directions. So the programming can go, it would work with 4th and 5th graders. You can definitely help them learn the programming part of it, so it can they can move the spheros around an obstacle course. I could say you could also use the spheros for learning math, as in 360 degrees, and having them turn the spheros a certain amount in order to add and subtract to equal 360. Also, having them move a ball around an obstacle course can also help them focus. So they have to really pay attention because the sensitivity on the app is high. If the speed is high, it can be a little race, but still help them learn to focus more and pay attention to detail, as in like the obstacles that are around them, see how fast they have to go to get over something, or how slow they have to go around something in order to pass it by. Yep, so another way for teachers to use the spheros in class is for students to get the smaller mini spheros and the bigger spheros and compare the volumes depending on the examples provided by the educator. So I'm going to go over my research conclusions. I am not very tech savvy. I was not updated or up to date on the technology that we have been able to come up with and bring out into society. So it was very cool going into the tech lab and seeing all this brand new technology that I've never seen before. If it were up to me, I would watch educational movies all the time rather than reading a book, but these demonstrations are hands-on, which does help more students learn than just reading a book. And this is the start of expansion of technology in classrooms. Besides like teachers having smart boards to help them out, this will really pick up, and I can't wait to use it in my classroom. Like for my kids, I know that incentives is gonna be something that I'm gonna need in order to like gain their attention and their respect, and just to help them have fun while learning, because a lot of students go home thinking that school sucks. But yeah, so if it's used as an incentive, or if it's just used just to get them hands-on learning, definitely it's a good idea. I feel like it would be great to have all of these different types of technologies in my classroom, but I don't think it's realistic quite yet, just because, like I said before, the budgeting and the money that it will take to get there. But eventually it'll be cheap because it'll be old-fashioned. So yeah, that's it for my video, and I will see you never, because this is the one video I'm gonna post. Yeah. All right, bye.